got Google Texas Live. It is, he said, hand and way earphones. I've got wireless earphones, but they're just a pain. It's the Ken Beck Scrum. It's the Monday. It's a Sam and Matt. I've just been creating Spocks for these are small private online classes out of the big MOOC for a couple of instructors, which is good to finally get around to. We had the autograder meeting before that. I've been merging in some autograder pull requests. I should probably sensibly deploy them. Was looking at CSS Grid over my lunchtime, and before that we had the Elixir Phoenix mob, which turned into another DevOps session where, gosh, we're like backed up to an even earlier like SSH key error now and stuff, which I should document and push up into like one of the repos or something. But yeah, hopefully there should be some time now before the upcoming AV community meeting, which is going to be in about an hour. Michael's also here. And Faith, yay, lots of people, yes. So that's my update. Let's go to Matt. How are things going with you?
Things are going good. I spent the weekend doing that. I was talking about practicing adding nested forms, and actually adding the nested forms with Conclude is quite easy, to get the implementation after. After I started from fresh, the first time I tried to do it, it wasn't working, but that's for a different reason. But anyways, so it was quite straightforward. But then the testing of it was a little bit challenging. But then I ended up finding, like I commented to you on the Stack Overflow, your history of the website one project, and I went there and kind of copying code, but converting JavaScript to CoffeeScript and seeing how that all played out. But then I was still actually, I think I figured out how to test that the fields are actually being added. But the application that you used, it seems on this one, this GitHub history that you committed there, it was only for the use of one field. So you could like dynamically change the HTML, or like with using jQuery, you could change the HTML, and then you could use that to fill in the form. But in my case, I have 3 different form fields. So I was able to change either the label, the HTML label of all 3 of the fields, or just change the title of the form field to, instead of being ingredient primary like you had, it was ingredient. It would change to ingredient 2 and ingredient 3 and ingredient 4 every time you added. But then you can't fill out that because it's only the title of the labels.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Not in detail without seeing the original code. We're getting a nasty kind of echo feedback from you at the moment that makes it difficult to talk. I don't know if you want to refresh and rejoin the Hangout, or maybe try some headphones. Let's maybe come back to you until we've sorted that out. I think Michael was in next. Michael, how are things going with you?
Good. I muted my modem.
Oh, well done.
So also the API, I guess, the Google AdWords API, that's kind of my block right now.
Right.
I think potentially it may require you to do it.
I probably have. Yeah, we'll have to. I've got the documentation up in front of me, so we can have a look at that block at the end of the Scrum. Yeah. Anything else on your mind?
No, that's it. Because just like I said, going through the interface, I think you can like download CSVs and stuff.
But it's limiting. Yeah. I can see that the API would be very handy. Yeah. Cool. All right. Good stuff. Yeah, we'll see if we can get that sorted out. Faith is also. Hey, Faith, how you doing? Good to see you. Hiya. Hey,
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing? How are things going with you?
Great. I'm so happy to be here. Been on leave for the past 2.5 weeks. Yes. So I left things a little bit messy. I had to switch my machine, format it. So again I'm supposed to start from scratch installing the project, and then I made a resolution. For now, I'll stick to the RunFact project till I get to a point where I am kind of comfortable. Then I can move to something else.
All right.
Yes, and then maybe just go back to the pending PR I had in local support.
All right.
But it merged, so I need to know what's up and see where I could help on that.
Sure.
And then I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow is when I start the scholarship, the premium scholarship.
Premium mobs, yeah, sponsorship, absolutely.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, great stuff. Good show. So yeah, obviously there's a lot of work. Say you're rebuilding the machine and so on, but it sounds like there's no other particular blocks, just a lot of stuff that you got to do to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. Thank you, Faith. Great to see you. Yeah, looking forward. I'll get you into those mob channels tomorrow. Good stuff. So Matt, yeah, you rejoined. Maybe the audio issue will be fixed up there. Yeah, sounds good. No echoes coming across now. Yeah. So I think yeah, I understand in general sense the kind of thing that you're working on there in the in the issues that you're having. Is there a particular, you were sort of describing it, is it now a block? You're kind of blocked on getting it doing what you want?
Well, I don't know exactly. I thought I was not blocked, but then as I was talking to you, I realized that I haven't actually, the only test that I've got to pass is that the fields are dynamically added.
Right.
So I'm checking that based on looking for the HTML label, which is ingredients too. And I could check and if it added a third ingredient or a fourth ingredient or a fifth ingredient, because that functionality is working. But I haven't actually. But when I did write the test this weekend to try to fill in the ingredients too, it was unable to fill in that because that was just a title for the 3 labels. But how to use jQuery to change each label is HTML independent. I haven't got to that yet.
Right.
When I was trying to do it earlier, it was actually changing because they all have the same class name.
Right.
Changing all of the labels to.
Yeah. So I have I have dealt with specifically that issue in the website 1 project, and I seem to remember us having to patch some jQuery code in order to handle that.
Yeah, that part I've done. What the only difference with the implementation is that that I saw from that the commit history there is that you only had one field, one form. It was like the GitHub URL. So
okay, in the website 1, yeah,
you're able to just change that label, and therefore when when I think I don't know if you're using Capybara, but when you go there and try to fill in the with 1, it's simpler, because you've
got your pop-up additional form has got 3 fields in it, so that's slightly more complex.
Yeah, and I saw some solutions with trying to capture the ID that's the random ID that's generated by Cocoon and appending to it, right. The same way that you did with a 0 or a 1 or a 2, appending to the actual ID that's generated from Google after insert. So maybe I can try that.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds challenging. Yeah. Before you go on, Matt, I'll just because we're doing the Scrum, so the idea is that we kind of triage the different issues and then we come back to the different things. We had a new member join us as Galina. Welcome, Galina. Great to have you with us. I haven't seen you across Scrum before. Welcome. You're not required to say anything. You can just follow along. If you want to check in and say hi, that's good too.
Hello. For the first time, and I wanted to see how it's working.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for my English. Not so good.
Can understand you perfectly fine. Yeah. Well, welcome. We're just finishing our Scrum. We've gone around and everybody's mentioned things that they're on or that they're stuck on, and that's what these Scrums are for. If people have got problems, sounds like Matt's got some ideas for his the challenge that he's got with forms or multiple nested forms in Rails. There, I'll be interested to at the solution if you come to one, or kind of maybe dive deeper into that on another occasion. Matt, go on.
Beginning, so I would just listen.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. You're more than welcome to listen. And if you ever have any questions, you can ask them here, specific ones about Agile Ventures, or just reach out to us in Slack, which you're maybe in as well. We've got the whole Slack chat environment where you can find out more. Sounds like so. That's our Scrum. We've done our Scrum. We're into the after Scrum. I think the sort of substantial block that we had was for Michael, for this part of the data analysis, wants to get access to the AdWords API. This is for the Google AdWords on our site. What I'm reading here, Michael, that is that I need to have an AdWords manager account to apply for access to the API. And it says manager accounts cannot be created using the same email as an existing AdWords account. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to look into this separately and kind of work out, is it something additional that I need to create? And I'll try and take the steps to get us the API access. Okay. But yeah, if you want to also review any of this and can give me help about knowing what it is I need to do, I guess it's on me. I see Stella's joined us as well. Hey Stella, welcome. I'm going to have to nip off now. We have got the AV community meeting coming up in just an hour. If people want to come and have general chat about the Agile Ventures community and how we're evolving, just because I leave doesn't mean that you have to. Feel free to hang out here. Sorry, Stella, I've got to go. But yeah, if you want to check in with everybody, if people want to try and arrange pairing or just chat about things, I'll turn the broadcast off and you'll be free to hang out.